Samuel.
Just going on that, is Hoyland still unwell, or is he okay for the Wigan?
No, he will return. So he dropped out shortly before the game, and so he was a little bit unwell before the game, day before. But we expected him to play, but then he dropped out shortly before the game. But he's back in training.
And obviously, you want Andre to play in this game against Tottenham, but you also signed another goalkeeper in the summer, Bayendir, who has still not played a game. A lot of supporters are wondering, is there confidence in him? Is he going to get an opportunity? Where's he at in terms of his development at the club?
So on some point, then Andre will go. So we are totally happy. We constructed this group of keepers because we are comfortable with this, and we have confidence in them both. That they are both very good goalkeepers, are both experienced. On the highest levels, so I think we can have a lot of belief that we have coverage, not only coverage. That is really competition between them three, and so we are sure if Andre has to go, that we are good. That we are in a good place, and we have a good replace to fill that gap.
Laurie.
Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro back on the grass. How quickly might we see their return?
They are a longer time already back on the grass, but now they return back in team training, not fully, so partial. And now they have to make this the next steps. But that, of course, that takes some days, I think even weeks.
And do you sense with your meetings with Ineos, with Brailsford and Ratcliffe, that anything could happen in January that would affect it, or is that something for after the window?
So you know what is in the process, so what's going on, and so I have to refer to that.
James.
Erik, you said they'd given you a few ideas of their plans and strategies in the future. Do you expect some of the biggest changes to be made around recruitment, which have been an issue for the club for 10 years or so now?
So it's not up to me to share that with you.
Okay.
Rob.
And Donny's move to Frankfurt has been confirmed. Obviously, he's a player that you know really well. He was so important for your Ajax team. Do you know why it hasn't worked out for him here?
Yes. He has had many injuries. That first of all, and so I worked now 2 years with him, and before he was on different managers as well. Here he had a loan before as well, but actually from the first moment I came in at Man United, he wasn't to play. He was in Ajax because he was injured, and so many times he was not available. And then he struggled a long time recovering from that injury. So I think that is probably the main reason why he was not playing. And then we decided for a loan in the summer, but that didn't came. And then of course his opportunities came few because also we make appointments, we make agreements with players, we contract players in that position as well, where the competition was high.
Are you ever concerned that other players, when they're looking to come here, may look at a situation like Donny's and think he was one of the best young players in the world, he was on the Ballon d'Or shortlist, and he came to Man United, he's got his big move, and it just hasn't worked out, that other young players may look at this and think, well, I don't want to go there, I don't want to risk my career going in the same direction?
But that is always on those players and which confidence you have in your capabilities. But I can tell you one thing, the Premier League is tough. Man United, that is tough to play there, because it's more easy to play in almost any other team than it's in Man United, because the pressure is that high always. You have to deal with that. But if you have confidence in yourself, then I think this is the best challenge, and definitely this is the best club you want to be as a player. And so that depends from player to player, and especially it depends on the character, the personality of the player.
Chris.
You mentioned that the talks with Ineos went well, but Does then coming in also create a certain amount of pressure and expectation for everyone at the club, yourself, the staff, the players, to now step up and take this club to the next level?
So once again, that's not up to me, but for my talks, I had a fantastic feeling after it. So the personalities, about them, their ideas, the process they want to go in, and so I'm very positive about that, and I'm sure it will be beneficial for Manchester United.
You've got a game on Monday, of course. How important's your season now, with that one trophy left to play for, being like realistic, one trophy left to go and play for? How important is the FA Cup now to the season?
Oh, we play also Premier League. So, yeah, we have now 2 leagues to play for. We play for Premier League and we play for FA Cup.
Last two, Paul and Will. Paul. Erik, you said you're on the same page as Ineos. Can you just elaborate a little bit more about that? Is it in terms of your kind of philosophy, or in terms of like the shared ambitions for the club?
I think it's too shortly to share that, and I don't think this is the place to share that.
Will.
Having lost in the FA Cup final last year, has that provided a little bit extra motivation going into this season's competition, that you got so close but fell short at the end?
Yeah, but it's a cup game, so it's do or die. So I like it, but we have had this situation before the season, and we have to be ready for the game. Against the game where we were a winner, we were not, and so we have to make sure we have to get ready for the game. You face an opponent who is 100% and will give even more 100%. Every opponent is going more than 100% against Manchester United, but especially this team. So we have to be well prepared for the game.